Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Gone with the Wind. A subscriber's messaged and said that is it possible we could rerun some of these races because it's been a while since we've done so, and of course any subscriber asks, we will do it. So first one, we're looking at the high speed ring, 30 minutes. We'll take a quick look at the settings. Racing soft we're going to start on. Settings I believe are default, but let's just run through them anyway. Fully customizable suspension, no changes made. Differential, fully customizable, no changes made. Transmission we're running fully customizable manual at 370. We'll understand why that is when we're in the race. Fully customizable ECU, both on 100. We've got the rear and front wings at 750, 475 respectively. The turbo is on medium RPM. We're going to find that's going to interact a little bit with fuel consumption. But at the end of the day, we're going to need the speed, we're going to need to push on. So racing slotted discs and nothing else. If I've gone too quickly, just pause the video at any of these points where you can see the full screen and make the changes accordingly. Now I believe this is going to be a wet race, so we'll see you at the track. Settings will be traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off. I'm running manual transmission. Controller settings, we're on a wheel, open configuration, 0 sensitivity, 5 and 5 on your torque and sensitivity, and the game setting hard, folks. One thing about this game, it actually plays better and you'll win more on hard setting. I know easy is an easy romp through and you will get so far with the easy, but on certain missions it's an absolute nightmare. Let's have a look at the ranking board from the friends. 26 laps to beat, but look at that, the highest is 23 and I'm not even in the list, so I can get second if I put 23 laps in. 24 laps. I'm actually down here in 13th place. It's been that long since I've done this. So the OP car, it seems, is the Subaru BRZ. The RCF kind of works, but we really want to get into the top lot, and I'll need to get 26 laps to get on the leaderboard. Look, it's majorly the old GT BRZ. So 27 could be the target, 26 could be, 25 would be nice. Let's just have a look back. 25, where does that get me? 25 gets me a clear second. So if we can hit 26, we're good. Are we ready to go? Let's do it. So we're on softs to start with. We've got fuel maybe 5 laps. I've whacked it down. 6 laps possibly. I've whacked it down at 6. And then we're going to go to the rain map and we're going to wait for the rain to come. So we're in a relatively quick car, even on 6. We don't expect the tyres to last immensely a long time, but let's make inroads. Using the fuel on map 6 is going to save us a little bit of time at the pit stop. The car wants to charge up the corner there. We're being pushed by the Peugeot. So we're 32 seconds behind the leader. We do expect ample amount of rain. Let's take this guy to the top side. He's gone top. We're going to go bottom on the soft tyres. Get a bit of grip. There we go. Beautiful move up into 17th place. We actually start last in this race, which is a bit of a challenge. We upped the gears to give ourselves a bit of fuel mileage. We pushed them up the rev range. We're getting a full 2 bar of boost from this medium turbo. And we're coming up behind Mr. Ozturk. We're going to sail past him, go too wide. They do like to come close to you on their braking just at the 100 for this corner. Down to 3rd. Take the low line, go high around the outside of the Corvette. That was my old favourite car when this game started. And we're purple sectoring very nicely. Let's see if we can get a bit clean through this corner here. 3rd, maybe 2nd. 2nd's good. Up to 3rd, down to 2nd. Coming up behind Mr. Massa, it's not Felipe from the Formula 1 world, it's another Mr. Massa. See if we can take this guy down the inside. Yes, we can. 458 going up high. And a BMW M6, we've got them both. Let's keep pushing on. Nice and wide out the corner. 5th gear, 160 mile an hour. Surely that's fast. So 3 minutes gone. 105.987 fastest lap to us. We're up to 12th. There's rain coming in from the right hand side of the rain radar. So guys, I've ran a couple of laps to test this out, and every race the rain has been different, but the rain has always been the same. It's been hard, heavy, and the rain gauge goes to the top. You can see the rain looking like it's coming in, cloudy skies. Absolutely stunning way they project the rain in this game. It is legendary the way they've done it. It's so much better than, in my opinion, other games. It is one thing they've got right. Coming through the tunnel, I'd love to pop and bang my Mini through there. See if we can take this guy low, entering the corner. There we go. We're going to run it high. No real rain coming down yet. The rain clouds are a little bit away, but it's feeling grey. Change up early to try and save a bit of fuel. We're going to have to make a decision on when to pit. We're on lap 4 already. Go low here. Give the AI some room. Going to go high end out of the corner. Past that Subaru. Braking at the 100 still, and the soft tyres. We take a bit of a bump, but we're good. The rain is just bending round us, look. The soft tyres are looking to be holding up, but we've probably only got 2 laps left of this, and then we're going to have to pit. We'll see how long we can go before the rain really starts to come in. Let's check on the fuel. We've got 6 laps of fuel left, so we can run it a bit longer if we want to. See if we can come underneath these guys without causing too much trouble. There we go. Back to the rain gauge. There it is. So we're into the rain now, and we really need to pit before that rain starts to come into that blue section. That blue section is like 3rd level, so what are we thinking? 1 or 2 laps? I'm thinking this lap, because the rain's actually happening now, and it looks like we're going to hit that blanket of solid blue. We could have probably run these laps a little bit quicker by not having the fuel on 6, but car's just starting to react a bit to the rain, so I think now is the time to pit. We're going to keep the fuel where it is until the very last stint, I think, of the race. I don't know how many pit stops we're going to go for. To get out of the way. Go to the pits now, and let's take the wet tyres, because I think we're going to need them, and let's fill them up. So we'll only use 50% of the fuel on lap 5. We made it to 7th place. We're now down to 6th, down to 10th. We're pitting early, it seems. There's method in our madness. Let's fuel up. 14th. Doesn't take that long to fuel up. It's the entry and exit where the challenge is here. 14th place. Mr. Ozturk just goes past. So on the rain gauge there, you can see the heavy stuff. These boys are going to have to pit fairly soon, maybe in the next lap. Braking just a little bit earlier now, down to 3rd gear. There we go, Mr. Friedman goes in. He's only got 5% of fuel, so he was in on fuel. Mr. Miranda goes in. Mr. Pennington continues. And he is potentially 3/4 a lap ahead of us. Nip upside the inside of that Lexus RCF. Nice car actually in this game. one I've driven and do enjoy. It was a surprise because not usually a real world lover of the Lexus. Just goes to show how wrong you can be about a car that actually works well in the game. Nice and high there. So Mr. One Tebby goes to the pits. We're some 47 seconds off the lead. And we're flying really quite quickly. If we can be somewhere near 9 laps when the 10 minutes is up. If we do 3.8, that's 24, that's 2 better than we used to. It looks like these guys have all stayed on hard tyre. Well, Mr. Pennington's in, he's now fueling. Mr. Friedman's in. We're up to 3rd place now, folks, because we've passed everybody that was in the pits. He's going high for some reason. Mr. Friedman's on intermediates, and we're about to come out the other side into dry air. We're going to see how long we can go on these tyres now. Just a minute to go until ideally I only want to do one more stop. Mr. Miranda, thank you sir for being in the way. Beautiful car though. And to the pits goes Mr. Pennington again. My guess is he's going to change tyres. He's actually gone in on hards. Is he going to change to inters? We're now taking the lead. And we shouldn't relinquish this lead now because we've got the right tyres on. If the rain is to come back again. Bottom left hand corner next to that running clock. 10 minutes is up, so we're on lap 9. So there's a potential we can do 25 laps here, which would be awesome. He says, not forgetting that he always miscalculates in the heat of the race. Coming up against the C7 Corvette. One of my favourites of the game. I don't drive it enough nowadays. In the early days of the game it was one that I certainly enjoyed significantly, helped me win a few races, didn't take any mods at all really to make it drivable. I used that round Le Mans for those of you that will remember. And we're just running, there we go, 110s we're doing on the laps in the wets. Not particularly very good. I wonder if we could run. We'd have actually been slow, we would have been quicker, but would have been quicker having to run the fuel. So if we'd have gone full bore 6 laps, as high a fuel as we could go, would we have got further up the tree? But we're still first. And the rain's now coming, look at that rain. Anybody in intermediates is going to be pitting. All we have to do is just be cautious. Try not to lose the car. We don't want to, with such a short lap time at a minute, we don't really want to be spending time facing the wrong way, do we? Because this rain is going to absolutely bucket down. We've got some yellows and reds in there. That's an absolute doozy. And here it comes. Proper monsoon for the right part of the world we're in. I'm 100% sure this is fictional, this track. They'll always prove me wrong. The YouTube's brilliant for that, and Facebook. They'll always prove me wrong. They'll go, what do you mean it's not real? I don't believe it exists. And for those of you that know the running joke, I don't believe the bop's real either. So with that, we bounce off the wall. We're in the middle of the... it looks like a topographic map of mountains down the bottom there. Look, yellow, green, reds, blues. We've got every colour of the rainbow, just disorganised. Well, the back end decided it want to have a little party. We don't like that. Let's get into the dry. Tyres are actually looking good. We got 4 laps of fuel left. Nice and low in there. Oh, we're going to come out high. Caught it, and again. Oh, this is horrendous, folks. Oh dear. Don't know how we managed to save that. Let's get inside, bit of draft. That rain is enormously terrible. We're into the worst part of the rain gate. Oh, what are you doing? Why would you change your line like that? Numpty AI. Stay high, stay wide. The tyres are actually feeling okay. There's plenty of water on the track. We can feel it aquaplaning. Get up a gear just to control the spin. People are pitting from IMs, intermediate tyres. We're almost halfway through the race on 12 laps. And we're just putting cars behind us now. Somebody's going to wets at last. I don't feel alone. The rain is in the top 1/3 of the rain meter. We've lost the back end. We're away. Whoa, let's hold. Whoa, aquaplane there. We didn't lose a massive amount of time, which is good, and we took no body damage either. Now we're halfway through the race, 13. That would suggest 26 laps, but it won't, because we won't complete the last one, so there's a chance for 25. But what we do want to happen is we want this rain to just break up a little bit and give me that chance. We want the rain to go away. We want to pit for the last pit stop. Change onto new tyres and be able to run to the finish, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Mr. Pennington, who was in first place, he's made 2 stops, or we've just bounced off him. Everybody's gone in for IMs. Look, are they going to come out on wets? We're actually 1 minute ahead. Yeah, look at them changing to wets now. That's a lap on everybody. That's Mr. Miranda coming out of the pits. Just going to lift the throttle as we go into that corner, just to try and prevent the slide like last time. We've gone high. Oi, catch it. There we go. No, I didn't swear. That's nothing to do with my cat. No, carry on. That was quite tricky, folks. Can I see the end of the rain down there on the rain radar? It feels and sounds incredibly heavy. Lap times are really slow, 1:18s. I think I see the end of the rain. 13 minutes left on the clock. Who are we approaching? Mr. Yoshino in the C7. That came up a bit late. This looks like Mr. Friedman. Was he in some sort of Bugatti? I think it is the Bugatti. No, it's not. It'll be a Citroen or something. Couldn't tell. The end of the rain is nigh though, so we can now concentrate on potentially getting the next pit stop in. Just running a bit high, lifted the throttle. So let's check where we are on full. 1.5 laps to go. So we're going to pit the end of this lap. Question is, do we go to IMs or do we stay on wets? We need to run about 9 laps in the 11 minutes that are going to be left. I think there's a chance we can do that on inters. Should we change to inters, and that will see us get through the majority of the wet stuff, where we've got to stay on the racing line if we're going to go on inters. No, we're going to stay out. We're going to do one more lap. That might be enough for us to change to inters. Just lifted the throttle there a wee bit. I can see the dry line forming. People are going in now. They're going to come off their wets. We need to watch for them. Yeah, they're all. Somebody's gone to softs. Whoa, Mr. Pennington, you brave boy. It's not time for softs, I promise. It's drying up relatively quickly though, look at that. That water high on the track. We ran out of fuel. What tyres are we going to take? We're going to take inters. I'm not going to risk it on. If I need to, I'll pop in and take a set of softs. Fuel wise, I think we need 10 laps of fuel. We're going to take it all then. So let's go for it then. Oh, there's more rain coming. Oh, what a good call to go to Winters. What a good call. There's people pitting deliberately to come off their wets. I just hope it isn't too wet. Inter should be good though. Where's the rain gauge? It's just on the edge of slickness. As long as we do more than 22 laps, we're good. We're improving on our old time, but let's be a bit confident. Let's say we could potentially do 8 laps between now and the end. If we do 105s, which I don't think we'll do. If we do 7 laps, that'll take us to 24. It's only a blobule of rain. Look, check that out. Look at this lot. Holy hell, bubs. Look at them all. See what I mean about the AI just often just forming a queue, not wanting to overtake each other. Just going to try and stick in that dry line a bit. the rain isn't going to get any worse. We've got the right tyre on here, folks. If we can get down into the 110s, we've got a chance of setting ourselves a new record here. Just got to make sure we've got the right amount of fuel on board. I keep off that wall. We actually ran a bit high there. We can trust these intermediates to just carry us to the end if we're doing it right. 8 laps of fuel, we could actually just pop that up a wee bit, because we've got 7 minutes, so we can run that just marginally faster. A 2-stop approach seems to be the right way. They're taking the flag, but they're ignoring it. Come on, Mr. Bishop, got lots of respect for you as a racer. Let's not hold me up. So it looks to me, with 7.7 laps of the old fuel left, with less than 6 minutes to go, we can actually up our fuel consumption just a bit more. We'll use a bit more now though, won't we, mind you? These tyres will definitely take us to the end. The track's still a bit moist around the edges. Quite comfortable with where we're at. We're on lap 20 with 5 minutes to go, so it looks like we potentially could get that 25th lap, which would see us slip into second. .9 laps of fuel with 5 minutes to go, so that's 6 laps of fuel potentially. Let's go up to the full Bonte. Let's see where we go. We've come round on the pack again. My guess is they're all planning to pit or have pitted. Don't squeeze me, amigo. I need to drop that fuel back. They're proper racing as a bunch, aren't they? Oh, we didn't need that. Unhappy with that. He just broke me. I thought I'd be able to bump him out the way, but as he broke free. Obviously got a tap from one of the cars on his inside. I thought I'd be able to do the cold trickle manoeuvre, race for the smoke, but there was none. I thought I'd be able to slide past his back end. We're going to have to go high here, folks. Past these boys. We'll get a slide on the wet stuff. Come down on the inside. There we go. 3 minutes 50 seconds left with 4 laps left to fuel. All we need to do is get to the end. That's on lap 22, so there's a potential here for 3 more laps. We are looking fairly pretty. One magnificent massive mistake. We're on the grass, not to worry. Keep it off the wet stuff now and drive it to the end. So there's one other thing I'd recommend you do, folks, having seen this. is get yourself a decent friends list. Even if you're an online player and you don't like these missions and stuff, give yourself a challenge. Give yourself something to race against. Watch how your friends set their times. Give yourself something to push it. They'll also give you car suggestions, other things that you can race against, other things that are really much quicker, you know, and other ideas of cars that you can just try out and play. You know, make use of the full amount of the game. We've got 2 minutes 38 left. We've got 3 laps of fuel. I'm going to tick that up 1. We're running 110s. I think we're going to get onto the 25th lap, but we're not going to get that 26th, which will be a shame. But let's keep pushing. We've gone high. Oh, we're going to get attacked. No, we're not. Mr. Massa takes to the pits. Who's in front of us? Can't see it yet. Is that Mercedes? No, it's the arse. Is Mr. Lesage. One of these days it's going to be a missus, isn't it? Mr. Miranda goes to the pits. Only with 2% of fuel on the IMs. Mr. Massa's gone to softs. We're actually, how are we looking on track? We're a bit wet still. We're definitely intermediate territory for me. But softs are coming back to the fore. But once you go offline, you're absolutely doomed. 1 minute 31 then. We're going to lap 24. We're going to come round and get the 25th lap, I would hope. We've got 1.5 laps of fuel, so that's good. I don't think we'd have made the 26th lap as it stands. Lap 25 will be good. It'll get me a solid 2nd place in my friends list. And we'll have to crawl around on the fuel we've got. Just half a lap of fuel with 30 seconds left to go. I think I might have to take my fuel down just to make sure we get to the end of the race. I'm not going to lose any places. Somebody else has run out of fuel by the looks of it. Look at them. I'm on 0.3. I've got 17 seconds left. I'm not going to lose a place because I'm so far ahead of the pack. We're on lap 25. 7 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All we've got to do now is finish. We're on lap 25. There's probably... They're taking the flag behind us now. We're probably going to get overtaken. But let's not overly worry about that. We're going to do 50 mile an hour now. We've got a car approaching us from the rear. We've got 4 cars coming up behind us and going past. We're doing the 50. Nobody's going to overtake us in terms of make us go down a place. But we are going to win by the looks of it. And the other cars behind us I think have finished. So it's just those 3 cars. We're going to get a slow time as we go across the line. But I don't think there's anybody else on lap 25. I think we could have got lap 26 if we'd have hammered on the full fuel that first opening stint on the softs. And look, it's dark. It's gone fully dark. Wow, headlights on. Yeah, everybody now behind us is finished. We're going to come round and take the checkers flag, which is fabulous. That's really good to do 3 more laps than we did when I last did this race. Real good suggestion of the subscriber to say run these again. That's ace. There's another thing to do, like, guys, jump back in on these missions and go and beat them all again. You know, I know I do like the human comedy races, but ultimately, folks, there's some good races to be had down in the other missions. And there's also those 2 pesky drift missions that I've yet to finish. Here we go, coming around to take the flag. Thank you very much for subscribing, thank you very much for liking, thank you very much for making all the comments, it's really appreciated. There's a new record, Sarah's comments. We're going to exit there. We're not going to watch the replay at this point, but where does 25 laps take us? Let's have a look at the ranking board. Up to 1 behind Mr. Iceman with the same car. Way above Sloth, Alex. Come on guys, go back and see where you can put yourself. A few of my friends not on there. JB, I don't see you. But there we have it. Top 10 stars, 25th. We won't get anywhere near the top 10 on 25 laps. But there we have it, folks. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.